Hey everybody, welcome back to Checkpoint on Campus. Norris Howard here alongside Jacob Brothers out in Las Vegas. But we want to remind you that Checkpoint has a daily show. Checkpoint Daily is where we cover news and esports Monday through Friday, hosted by myself. We also have reruns of our national radio show on Saturday and Sunday. So make sure you guys tune into that. You can find that podcast virtually everywhere you would find a podcast. So don't forget to go and take a look at Checkpoint Daily. Now, we definitely want to touch on the Honda LCS scouting grounds. Now, this may be a little bit weird for us to talk about here on campus, but there is an interesting twist and an interesting sort of contestants that are already involved in this. Now, in case you are unfamiliar, the LCS Scouting Grounds is sort of a combine event where, amateurs and college students that have made the cut in League of Legends, North American League of Legends, get a chance to show their skills off to every LCS team that is currently in the top flight division for League of Legends. So that is really the biggest way that players are able to get into the LCS and show their stuff previously.
I have a question from the crowd, Norris.
Yes, of course.
So when these players do this and then they make it of like, here are the players that are eligible to be drafted into an LCS team, is it just like the worst team gets the first pick? Is it like traditional sports like that, or is it just more deal oriented? Like, we want you on our team, so just come onto our team.
No, there is a draft order, and we will definitely get into that a little bit later on. But one of the things that's very, very interesting about Scouting Grounds is some of the best young talent in the LCS currently have come out of Scouting Grounds. The 2020 Spring Split MVP, Blaber, made it to Cloud9 through the Scouting Grounds event. He was picked up by C9 in the 2017 Scouting Grounds event. So this is a guy that paid his dues and went through the academy system and did what he was supposed to do. Yeah, also Vulcan from C9, and the only member of Team Liquid to perform consistently at Worlds, Tactical, is another player that came out of Scouting Grounds. So this is a great look at the future of North American League of Legends. But the reason why we are talking about it is there are 4 players that have qualified from the collegiate scene for Scouting Grounds. So we have Niles, Iconic. He's changed his username, by the way. His username is now Zoon, Z-O-U-N. So Niles, Zoon, and Shady from Maryville University have all qualified for Scouting Grounds. So they will be taking part in the event, which goes down this weekend, as well as Andy Bendy from Columbia College, another powerhouse of collegiate League of Legends. So you got 4 college players. I mean, there's a high chance that we see these guys at the bare minimum with a LCS Academy team come this time, not just next year, but at the start of next year.
Well, of these players, because I recognize Niles, Iconic, and Shady. Those are gimmies to be part of this lineup. But I don't really know much about Andy Bendy, so of these people, who has the best chance of getting picked up? What do you think?
Well, it's very interesting because I think based on the talent in the LCS, you look at somebody like Iconic and think that he has one of the best chances. I think Niles is probably the most talented and intelligent
I think so as well.
player in the collegiate scene right now. So obviously he has a great chance. But I think looking at, how junglers have been, aggressive junglers have been a part of the meta right now for a while, and Iconic is really good at playing aggressive junglers. So I think he has a great chance. Niles has a great chance, as well as Andy Bendy, simply because, outside of Tactical and maybe, Sven from C9, like the ADC position in North America has been woefully crap. This has been crap. It's been not great. So you get a player like Andy Bendy and maybe inject some new life into the AD carry position. And so I think those three, I mean, no disrespect to Shady. Shady's a great player. It's just I think that there are already really good support players in the LCS already. I just think at those positions, those are the players that have the best chance of making it in.
So here's another thing that I see when I when I read this list is there's no Harrisburg here, which is very interesting. There are rivals to Maryville saying no, they're not. And then you get to here, and there's 3 people from Maryville and 1 from Columbia College. The only school they said, oh, this school's pretty good. So I think that puts Harrisburg on the hot seat a little bit. I don't know what you think about that.
I agree. I think when we look at scouting grounds and knowing that the LCS is about to put a lot more emphasis on college League of Legends and what they plan to create a path to pro, I think looking at scouting grounds now, you definitely have to say, unless our school is providing, 2 to 3 players going to scouting grounds, or at the bare minimum, at least 1 player going to scouting grounds per season, is it the elite program? Mm-hmm. And I think right now, it's showing that, Maryville and Columbia are the elite programs. Mm-hmm. So that's what that says to me. Now, if you want to check out scouting grounds, it will begin in earnest on the 14th. So that is Saturday, November 14th. Make sure you check that out. It'll take place on Saturday and Sunday. And after that, we will find out who is going to get drafted into an academy team. Now, you asked that very early on, Jacob. There is a draft order. I believe it is by finish. There is some finish. Yeah, the way you finish is how you solidify a draft spot. But at the same time, don't expect these guys to be thrust directly into the LCS. Yeah. Almost everybody that we see now, that young talent spent at least a year in the academy system. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But there's a high chance that these guys will be professionals in the next couple months. So that's very exciting. And we wish good luck to all 4 of these guys coming up this weekend for scouting grounds.